Welcome, Danny. Welcome, Doug. Welcome, Wolf. Welcome, monkeys, and welcome, Scarecrow Boat. About 6 minutes until the awesome begins. Welcome, School of Rock. Welcome, Clue Crew. Welcome, Peas and Carrots. There is absolutely live trivia at Frank's Place as per usual tomorrow. Unless you've heard something that I'm not aware of. For the first time, if I promise only 2 times, I am putting up the link to the fundraising page for Cleveland Awesome Trivia. If you're able to help or continue to help us get through the next, hopefully, 2 months, maybe longer, before the world gets a little bit more normal, that's where you can help out. So thank you for being a part of that. Everyone who has, and everyone who's shared it, and everyone who's supported us in any way. It's a brand new business. I'm starting it from scratch, essentially. So we'll see. We'll see how long we can stay alive. It'll be fun. No, there is also live feed trivia tomorrow night. I wanted to make sure that there is an option for people who aren't currently leaving their houses. So we will play the Sunday game tomorrow night on the live stream. So it won't be the same game that they're playing at Frank's, but the live stream doesn't affect Frank's at all, or Tiki Underground for that matter. Welcome, Vins. About a minute or so, and we will begin the awesome. Welcome, Hermanos. Welcome, G-Monsters. Welcome, Browns. Welcome, Stormtroopers. And Forever Third. It is officially time to play a little bit of awesome movie and TV trivia. My name is Goman. A happy Monday to each and every one of you. If this is your first time with us, check out ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com on the front page. And we have their sample score sheets because we do keep score for ourselves just for fun. And also rules so that you know how to play and you have some idea of how to keep score. Way it's going to work, I will ask the question. I will then wait what I think is the appropriate amount of time. Give a warning that the answer is coming, and then we will move along. If you need more time, please let me know. Try to let me know before I give that warning for answers coming, and let me know in the chat. The chat is not to be used for giving any answers of any kind, silly or serious. No answers whatsoever in the chat, please. One announcement, I was talking to some of the earlier arrivers about this. We are going to be attempting to do at least once a week a live general trivia stream, bringing that back once a week. This week, it will be happening on Tuesday, tomorrow, at 7 o'clock. So if you are one of the people who is not leaving their home currently, I will have a general trivia game for you to stream tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So pass that info around. Anybody who is home with nothing to do tomorrow, have them check out a little bit of awesome general trivia. But tonight, we are here for movies and television. Your categories for round number one shall be Friends, movie directors, and SNL. That's Friends, movie directors, and SNL. Question one, category Friends. On the TV show Friends, who brought up the idea of going on a break from each other? Ross or Rachel? On the TV show Friends, who brought up the idea of going on a break from each other? Ross or Rachel? And we'll go 30 seconds on that answer, please. 30 seconds. Question one, category Friends. On the TV show Friends, who brought up the idea of going on a break from each other? Ross or Rachel? The answer is Rachel. Rachel, the answer we were looking for. There is a reason I often ask about the "we were on a break" topic, because I'm very much in Ross's camp on that particular thing. And here's why. If my wife Kiki came to me and said, I think we need a break from each other, and then I left the house and I called an hour later and Jason Mraz answered the phone, and I had the opportunity to, I would sleep with another woman immediately. And I don't think that that's Ross's fault. And he gets a lot of flack for how quickly he slept with another woman, but not really his fault. Rachel, regardless, the answer we were looking for. Question 2, category movie directors. What director other than Oliver Stone actually wrote the original story behind Natural Born Killers? What director other than Oliver Stone actually wrote the original story behind Natural Born Killers? Let's try 30 seconds on that answer, please. 30 seconds. Question number 2, category movie directors. What director other than Oliver Stone actually wrote the original story behind Natural Born Killers? The answer is Quentin. It's actually Quentin, I believe. Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino, the answer we were looking for. Question number 3, category SNL. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did Dan Aykroyd become a cast member on Saturday Night Live for the first time? Within 3 years, either way, in what year did Dan Aykroyd become a cast member on Saturday Night Live for the first time? "30 seconds on that answer, please. 30 seconds.
All right, princess, take it easy.
Question number 3, category SNL. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did Dan Aykroyd become a cast member on Saturday Night Live for the first time? The answer, 1975. If you answer between 1972 and 1978, you are a correct team. Your categories for round number 2 shall be the Die Hard trilogy, Seinfeld, and chick flicks. That's the Die Hard trilogy, Seinfeld, and chick flicks. I think this is going to be a tough round. You guys see if you prove me right or prove me wrong. Question 4, category Die Hard trilogy. In the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance, what school did Zeus's nephews go to? In the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance, what was the name of the school that Zeus's nephews went to? Thirty seconds on that answer, please. 30. Question number 4, category Die Hard trilogy. In the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance, what school did Zeus's nephews go to? The answer is Chester A. Arthur Elementary. Chester A. Arthur Elementary. What is 21 out of 42? Question number 5, category Seinfeld. On the TV show Seinfeld, what type of soup does Elaine make a really bad face about in front of the soup Nazi? On the TV show Seinfeld, what type of soup does Elaine make a really bad face about in front of the soup Nazi? Thirty seconds on that answer, please. 30. Question Number 5, category Seinfeld. On the TV show Seinfeld, what type of soup does Elaine make a really bad face about in front of the soup Nazi? The answer is lima bean. Lima bean soup. The answer we were looking for. I hope that some of us have a chance at a sweep, and not many of us have a chance at a negative sweep, but here we go. Question 6, category chick flicks. In the movie The Holiday, what does Iris cover for her newspaper in England? In the movie The Holiday, what does Iris cover for her newspaper in England? "30 seconds, please, on that answer. 30 seconds. Question number 6, category chick flicks. In the movie The Holiday, what does Iris cover for her newspaper in England? The answer is weddings. Weddings. The answer we were looking for. Your categories for round number 3, which will be a couple of 50-50 questions followed by a range question, shall be classic stuff, romantic stuff, and TV premieres. That's classic stuff, romantic stuff, and TV premieres. Question number 7, category classic stuff. In the movie Casablanca, what is the major war going on all around them? World War I or World War II? In the movie Casablanca, what is the major war going on all around them? World War I or World War II? "30 seconds on that answer, please. 30. Question. Number 7, category classic stuff in the movie Casablanca. What is the major war going on all around them? World War I or World War II? The answer is World War II. World War II, the answer we were looking for. Question. Number 8, category romantic stuff in the movie Harold and Maude. What birthday is Maude celebrating soon? Her 60th or her 80th? In the movie Harold and Maude, what birthday is Maude celebrating soon? Her 60th or her 80th? "30 seconds on that answer, please. 30 seconds. Question number 8, category romantic stuff in the movie Harold and Maude. What birthday is Maude celebrating soon? Her 60th or her 80th? The answer is her 80th. Her 80th birthday. The answer we were looking for. If you haven't seen Harold and Maude, you might read the synopsis of it and think it would be super weird, and you'd be right, but it's also relatively awesome. So you might want to check it out if you're ever in a situation where you're stuck in your house for like an extended period of time. Question number 9, category TV premieres. Within 2 years, either way, in what year did the TV show The Big Bang Theory first premiere on American television? Within 2 years, either way. 2 years, either way. In what year did the TV show The Big Bang Theory first premiere on American television? Yeah, that Rachel girl bought me Harold and Maude for Christmas 4 years ago. I watched it later that evening. Quite good. But you got to give it a chance. You got to be all in. All in. I watched Wedding Crashers right after. I do think that you should watch something undeniably fun and mindless after Harold and Maude. We'll go 30 seconds on question 9, please. Question number 9, category TV premieres. Within 2 years, either way, in what year did the TV show The Big Bang Theory first premiere on American television? The answer, 2007. If you answer between 2005 and 2009, you are a correct team. I wasn't a fan of Charmed, so 2007 was my first exposure to Kaylee Cuoco. Thank you to The Big Bang Theory for that. Your halftime question is going to go something like this. I will ask the question. You will write down 5 answers. You will get 2 points for each correct answer you write down of the 5. Your halftime category, box office. What are the 5 biggest non-cartoon box office hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of Danny DeVito? What are the 5 biggest non-cartoon box office hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of Sir Danny DeVito? I will be around to each of your houses individually if you have any questions about the question, and I will also be taking photos of you through your window if you don't have your shades drawn. Rocky hurt his leg a few days ago. He wasn't putting weight on it. Now he is. But he's still super duper affectionate because I think he hurts a little bit. So normally he doesn't jump up on my lap during a game and give me hugs like this, but I'm not going to complain about it. Can you see Rocky? Can you see Rocky on the TV? Can you see him? Let me know if you need more time, but I'm calling 60 seconds on the halftime answers. 60 seconds. All right, here we go. Your halftime question was in the category of box office. What are the 5 biggest non-cartoon box office hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of Danny DeVito? I actually gave you 6. I gave you one, what I believe to be a cameo. So you get 6 possibilities to be correct. Those 6 possibilities are Jumanji: The Next Level, number 1 on the list. Number 2, Dumbo, the live action Dumbo. Number 3, Batman Returns. Number 4, Twins. Number 5, LA Confidential. And number 6, because it actually made more than a lot of these movies, I gave you Austin Powers Goldmember, if you wrote that down. He played, I think, the older version of Mini-Me or like the TV version of Mini-Me, some kind of Mini-Me Danny DeVito played. So your answers that are acceptable are Jumanji: The Next Level, Dumbo, Batman Returns, Twins, LA Confidential, and Austin Powers Goldmember. At this point, you're going to start to see teams putting their team names and their scores into the chat area. You can certainly do that if you would like. We have reached our abbreviated halftime break. It's enough time to top off a drink. It's enough time to use the restroom very quickly if you are capable of doing that. But for now, we will sit for a moment and watch the scores roll in. As always, very, very pretty scores. While we're at halftime, in case we have any late comers, tomorrow we do have live games at both Tiki Underground and Frank's Place on Market. Both games start at 7 o'clock. They are live and in person at those locations. At the same time, we will be doing a live streamed game right here on YouTube that I will be hosting tomorrow at 7 o'clock. The live stream general trivia game will not always be on Tuesday. It happens to be this week. But it's kind of going to be maybe a floating thing depending on what I have going on, what Kiki has going on, that sort of thing. So there will be a general trivia game streamed here tomorrow for those people who are staying at home and don't want to go out to locations. There will be a general trivia game tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I also, for the Parma Tavern teams, I did talk to John, and their plan is to bring trivia back. How quickly that happens, still to be decided. It certainly won't be the first week that Parma Tavern is back open, but as soon as I know anything about Monday or Wednesday, Parma Tavern trivia, I will certainly let you know. For any teams who are planning on coming back and joining us when PT reopens. 60 seconds on halftime, and then we will move to round 4. Alrighty, here we go. Your categories for round number 4 shall be scary movies, reality TV, and Harold Potter. That's scary movies, reality TV, and Harold Potter. Question 10, category scary movies. In the recent movie version of Stephen King's It, and also the older version of Stephen King's It, which kid most commonly has to take the most medicine? Mike or Eddie? In the recent movie version of Stephen King's It, which kid most commonly has to take the most medicine? Mike or Eddie? Thirty seconds, please, on that answer. 30 seconds. I think I said 30 seconds, but in case I didn't, 30 seconds. Question number 10, category scary movies. In the recent movie version of Stephen King's It, which kid most commonly has to take the most medicine, Mike or Eddie? The answer is Eddie. Eddie, the answer we were looking for. Question 11, category reality TV. Within 2 seasons, either way, in what season did Bo Bice first appear as a contestant on American Idol on the live voting shows? Within 2 seasons, either way, in what season did Bo Bice first appear as a contestant on American Idol on the live voting shows? Thirty seconds on that answer, please. 30. Question number 11, category reality TV within 2 seasons either way. In what season did Bo Bice first appear as a contestant on American Idol on the live voting shows? The answer is season 4. If you answer between 2 and 6, you are a correct team. Question 12, category Harold Potter. In the Harold Potter movies and books, during Harry's first Quidditch match, his broom is being jinxed by which professor? In the Harry Potter movies and books, during Harry's first Quidditch match, his broom is being jinxed by what professor? Thirty seconds on that answer, please. 30. Question number 12, category Harold Potter. In the Harry Potter movies and books, during Harry's first Quidditch match, his broom is being jinxed by what professor? That professor is Professor Quirrell. Professor Quirrell, the answer there. For me, the answer would have been free pass. Categories for round number 5 shall be The Good Place, The Goonies, and The Office. That's The Good Place, The Goonies, and The Office. Question 13, category The Good Place. On the TV show The Good Place, what former British royal does Tahani say was her godmother on Earth? On the TV show The Good Place, which former British royal does Tahani say was her godmother on Earth? 30 seconds, please. 30. Question 13, category The Good Place. This is one of those questions where I truly believe if you got it wrong, it just means that you know way too much about the British royal family, which means that you had more options than the one option I thought would be out there. On the TV show The Good Place, which former British royal does Tahani say was her godmother on Earth? The answer is Princess Diana. Princess Diana, the answer we were looking for. Question 14, category The Goonies. In the movie The Goonies, within 40 years, either way, what year is listed on the map and on the doubloon? In the movie The Goonies, within 40 years, either way, what year is listed on the map and on the doubloon? Thirty seconds, please, on that answer. 30. Thir 30 seconds in case I didn't say it. 30 seconds. Question 14, category The Goonies. In the movie The Goonies, within 40 years, either way, what year is listed on the map and on the doubloon? The answer is 1632. If you answer between 1592 and 1672, you are a correct team. Question 15, your category is The Office. On the TV show The Office, what was the name of Michael's old boss who supposedly died from decapitation? On the TV show The Office, what was the name of Michael's old boss who supposedly died from decapitation? And we'll do 30 seconds on that one, please. 30. Question number 15, category The Office. On the TV show The Office, what was the name of Michael's old boss who supposedly died from decapitation? The answer is Ed Truck. Ed Truck, the answer we were looking for. Your categories for round number 6 shall be Ghostbusters, Game of Thrones, and movie premieres. That's Ghostbusters, Game of Thrones, and movie premieres. Question 16, category Ghostbusters. In the movie Ghostbusters, according to Spengler, what must the Ghostbusters never do with their weapons? In the movie Ghostbusters, according to Spengler, what must the Ghostbusters never do with their weapons? Thirty seconds, please, on that answer. 30. Question number 16, category Ghostbusters. In the movie Ghostbusters, according to Spengler, what must the Ghostbusters never do with their weapons? The answer is cross streams. Cross streams, the answer we were looking for. Question 17, category Game of Thrones. On the TV show Game of Thrones, who has Peter Baelish, or Littlefinger, loved since he was a child? On the TV show Game of Thrones, who has Peter Baelish, or Littlefinger, loved since he was a child? Awesome. Thank you for the Brick and Barrel update. I assume that because they put up a Facebook event and made me a co-host. So I have the website ready to update, and I will email you guys the game right now for Brick and Barrel's comeback on Wednesday. $30 seconds on question 17. 30 seconds. Question number 17, category Game of Thrones. On the TV show Game of Thrones, who has Peter Baelish loved since he was a child? The answer is Catelyn Stark. Catelyn Stark, Ned Stark's wife, the answer we were looking for. Question 18, category movie premieres. Within 3 years either way, and what year did the movie Almost Famous first premiere in American theaters? Within 3 years either way, and what year did the movie Almost Famous first premiere in American theaters? As always, you'll have plenty of time to answer question 18, but in case you are interested in an investment opportunity where you don't make any money, but you do help out a friend and possibly keep trivia going for a very long time, that I just posted in the chat is the website that you go to try to keep awesome trivia alive for the next few months. Fingers crossed that we can make it. That's the link to help, and thank you to everybody who has been a part of it. And we'll go 30 seconds, please, on question 18. Question number 18, category movie premieres within 3 years either way. And what year did the movie Almost Famous first premiere in American theaters? The answer was the year 2000. If you answer between 1997 and 2003, you are a correct team. 2000, the answer we were looking for. So 97 to 03, the answer we were looking for. At this point, you're going to start seeing teams putting their team names and their scores as we head to the final question, where you can wager anywhere from 0 to all of your points if you lock in an answer before the hint, and you can answer 0 to half of your points. You can wager 0 to half of your points after I give the very helpful hint on the final question that will come up here in about 60 seconds. As usual, just some lovely, lovely, beautiful scores. All righty. It is officially time for the final question. Once again, you can lock in your answer and wager 0 to all your points, or wait for the very helpful hint, and then you can wager 0 to half of your points. But it is a very, very good hint, especially for teams who are struggling with coming up with any answers at all. Your final question category is Name the Flick. This 90s movie was nominated for 4 Oscars, but did not win. Oh. It featured someone from the movie Jerry Maguire. It featured someone from the movie Saving Private Ryan. It featured someone from the movie Sin City. Finally, it featured someone from the movie Iron Man 2. Name that flick. This 90s movie was nominated for 4 Oscars, but did not win. It featured someone from Jerry Maguire. It featured someone from Saving Private Ryan. It featured someone from Sin City. Finally, it featured someone from Iron Man 2. Name that flick. Best of luck. Looks like we got a toughie tonight. I thought we might, but I'm often wrong. The hint's going to come in about 4 minutes, about 8:47 laptop time. Two-minute warning before the hint is a coming. 2-minute warning. And officially 60 seconds until the hint. It is a coming. All right. We have come to the end of our awesome trivia fix for the evening. Your hint for the final question is just about to come right now. If you lock in right now, then you can risk anywhere from 0 to all of your points. If you wait for the hint, it should help you get to the final answer, but you can only risk 0 to half of your points. So fair warning, the hint is coming now. The hints are, the movie that you are looking for is a Tom Hanks and Michael Clarke Duncan movie. A Tom Hanks and Michael Clarke Duncan movie. In 60 seconds, we will wrap all of this up. Another spectacular Monday evening of awesome trivia. All right, here we go. Your final question was in the category of Name the Flick. This 90s movie was nominated for 4 Oscars but did not win. It featured someone from the movie Jerry Maguire named Bonnie Hunt. It featured someone from Saving Private Ryan named Tom Hanks. It featured someone from Sin City named Michael Clark Duncan. And it featured someone from Iron Man 2 named Sam Rockwell. Name that flick. That flick is The Green Mile. The Green Mile, the answer we were looking for there. At this point, you're going to start to see a lot of teams putting their final scores along with their team names into the chat. You can certainly participate in that if you would like. If not, that is fine too. The biggest thing that I want to make sure is everybody knows how much Kiki and I love you all. And for those of you who we are seeing at the live events, thank you so much for coming out. And for those of you who we aren't seeing, we are adding a general trivia game tomorrow night, live streamed at 7 o'clock. So keep an eye on the website. Keep an eye on Cleveland Awesome Trivia on Facebook. It will always have your updates as far as when live stream games are happening, when live actual in-person games are happening. And thank you. Thank you to everybody for being the people that you are. We love you all. And as always, I'll let the stream run for a little while. But have a good night, everybody. Very nicely done, guys. I will certainly give Rocky a hug if he gets close to me again. That was a little out of the ordinary. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you all.